From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Robin Chan with today's Voice Briefing. It's Thursday, May 11th, 2023.
I'm Sue Solaski, Detroit Free Press food writer. Culinary arts students at Plymouth Canton Educational Park cooked up a big win at a recent national competition. The students competed at the 2023 National Pro Start Invitational on Wednesday and Thursday in Washington, D.C. Pro Start is a nationwide career and technical education program from the National Restaurant Association's Educational Foundation, along with state industry partners. The 5 culinary arts students who competed for Plymouth Canton also are part of the chef student team that run Salem High School's Rock Cafe. At the high-stakes event, more than 90 high school teams from 46 states competed in 2 categories, management and culinary. For the competition, students on the culinary teams had just 60 minutes to prepare a 3-course fine dining menu to present to a panel of judges. The team's menu included tuna, steak, and an orange almond cake for dessert. That menu earned them the number 1 spot. Teams competing were judged on taste, skill, teamwork, safety, and sanitation. The Plymouth Canton students earned a share of $200,000 in scholarships, split among the top 10 teams competing. Their trophy will be displayed at the Rock Cafe.
I'm Frank Witzel with the Detroit Free Press. The cremated remains of Michael J. O'Brien, found in a black box on a mound of dirt in Taylor's Oak Grove burying ground, have created quite a stir in the past few weeks. Who left them there and why is a mystery police detectives desperately have been seeking to solve. We're going to give it a couple weeks, Taylor's Deputy Police Chief Michael Levedini said, adding that if no one claims the more than 25-year-old ashes, we're going to turn them over to a local cemetery so they have a proper home. For now, Levedini emphasized, the remains are in a proper storage container in police custody. Detectives have been searching for clues since April 12th, when the police department was alerted to the remains by a local resident who spotted them in the graveyard. The deputy chief said someone, at some point, likely took possession of the remains from the crematory or ended up with them, and for whatever reason, didn't know what to do with them. Levedini added, the guy was born in 1920 and died in, the 90s. The funeral home that handled the cremation has been closed, and there seem to be few records. So, he added, there's really no tracking mechanism in place outside of someone coming forward.
From web editor Tanya Wild. A Sterling Heights man has claimed a large Michigan lottery prize 9 months after he purchased the ticket. Floyd Worsler, age 70, purchased a Lucky for Life ticket that matched the 5 white balls drawn on August 13th, 13, 26, 34, 37, and 48. That ticket won him $25,000 a year for life, according to the Michigan Lottery. Worsler recently told the Michigan Lottery, quote, I buy a Lucky for Life ticket every Monday. About a month after the drawing, I realized I'd never checked this ticket, so I scanned it while I was at the store. I got a message to file a claim at the lottery office, so I thought maybe I'd won a $5,000 prize. I got in my car and set the ticket aside to check when I got home and ended up forgetting about it. A week later, my girlfriend found the ticket in my car and asked if I checked it. After I told her about the message that came up when I scanned it at the store, she checked the winning numbers online. When we found out I'd won $25,000 a year for life, we couldn't believe it. End quote. Worsler opted to take a one-time lump sum payment of $390,000 instead of the annuity payments of $25,000 a year for 20 years or life, whichever is greater. For more on this story, you can search for Tanya Wilt's article, Sterling Heights Man Wins $25,000 a Year for Life, on Freep.com.
I'm Kirkland Crawford with the Free Press Sports Department, checking in again with the Detroit Tigers, and Eduardo Rodriguez was fabulous again, pitching in 7 innings, giving up just 4 hits and striking out 8 in Wednesday's 5-0 win for the Tigers. Zach McKinstry and Javier Baez and Andy Ibanez, each with 2 hits, as the Tigers took 2 of 3 in Cleveland. Detroit gets a day off today before starting a 3-game series at home against the Mariners, and they find themselves now just 2 games back in what seems to be a very winnable American League Central Division. But there's more than 120 games left in the season for the Tigers. A lot of things can go right and wrong yet still for this team, but it seems like it's going to be at least somewhat interesting this summer as they try to chase the American League Central.
Find more from the Detroit Free Press by visiting freep.com. That's FREEP.com. Thanks for listening, and you'll hear more from us tomorrow.